right, here we go.
Yes, sir. The boys are back in town.
Rap Sports News.
RSN Podcast.
Yo.
What up, man?
What's going on?
Back at it again.
Another week down.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into some topics, man.
Let's do it.
Starting off with some bad news. NBA YoungBoy arrested. He got 60 counts.
Sheesh.
Hit with the RICO for trying to buy promethazine
Oh, man.
out in Utah.
That's no bueno.
And they set him up. They ended up filling some of his prescriptions, but they said it didn't sound right because, like, they called in, like, the doctor was trying to get it, and they're like, usually doctors don't call. If anything, it's going to be a nurse or something.
What you think is next from this? 60 counts. How do you get out of this one?
Well, he was already on felony probation, so
he going in.
They said he got to go back to Baton Rouge.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that sucks.
Dang, but like, how I'm not sure how this will unfold, but I'm wondering like how much time you would get for something like this.
Yeah, if he tries to fight it,
that's a lot,
and he doesn't win the rest of his life.
Golly.
But if he pleads out,
25,
maybe 20, for a plea.
Either way, I ain't sounding too good, but hopefully everything works out best as possible.
Right. So another person that got arrested.
Oh,
Glorilla.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Glow. She got pulled over. Didn't know, but she was out here in Gwinnett. She got pulled over. She went to Gwinnett County.
Yeah, man.
For DUI.
That close, should have pulled up to the show. I mean.
So she was coming from downtown at Opium for an event, and she hit a legal U-turn while she was trying to get to a Waffle House.
Dang.
And then that's how she got pulled over.
You know, those U-turns are tricky because sometimes it don't say no U-turn.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hit a U-turn. So whenever I see it and it don't say you can't hit a U-turn, I hit a U-turn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that could have been anybody. That could have been anybody doing that.
Yeah, that could have happened. I think that it was a red light, though. So
oh, okay.
you can't ever do it.
You can't do it in real life.
Or you got to at least look around.
Yeah.
But
that's unfortunate.
She'd be all right, though. She got money.
What'd she say? You know who I am? She pulled the do you know who I am?
She said, I ain't going to tell you who I am. You going to just pick on me.
Oh, man.
And then she did the field sobriety test. Not the breathalyzer, but like the walking the line stuff and the heel toe stuff. And then when it came down to the breathalyzer, she was like,
Yeah.
Smart. She should have refused it from the get-go, though. Don't do that stupid test.
Nah, don't do it, yeah. It's a setup.
Just say you don't have a statement and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Some good news. 50 Cent, he opens G-Unit Studios out in Louisiana.
That's a good look, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good look. I was surprised. And I don't want to say surprised, but I am surprised. Like, 50, he definitely came into the music scene, showed up on the music scene, I should say, and did his thing. And transitioning that into the film, you know, we got to start thinking about it like, okay, everybody says Will Smith and Ice Cube when you talk about acting. When it comes to producing, like films and TV shows and all that, he's kind of like one of the only rappers that, besides like, well, Master P and Dame and a few people, but like on that level as a power and all these things, all these different shows, like he's really like embraced that.
He's up there in rank.
Yeah.
They said this is the second biggest black studio in America, so.
That's what's up, man.
Of course, after Tyler Perry.
Congrats to Fifth. I heard he's actually a funny dude, like a comedian. Somebody said he should get into comedy. So
50?
Yeah, I forgot who it was. It was like he's actually really more funny than you think. Yeah, I can see that.
By now, he's been in entertainment for over 20 years. He better be.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But that's a good look. We need more people of color to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Fifth.
Agreed. All right. So we got some beef.
Oh, man.
More beef.
It don't stop.
We had Chris Brown. He dropped Weakest Link against Quavo.
What you think about it?
Ooh, man. I already knew that Chris can rap. I've been on that since he was on that song with Busta Rhymes.
Yeah. Chris, for real, man. You know what's crazy? I met Chris some years ago, and he was always seen like a solid guy. Like if he say something on a record, I'm not saying anything, but for the most part, it's like I believe him because I met him, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard that, I was just like, he's rapping better than most rappers right now.
Right.
Like this is crazy.
He definitely had bars. And, you know, we'll see what Quavo does, how Quavo will respond. But it's just funny to see, right? Because they were just at that event together, sitting next to each other.
We talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it on here. You know, it's crazy, too.
He was probably thinking of those bars.
Yeah,
then.
he was thinking about it right there. And what did we say? Because we had a whole topic around this. How much would it take? How much money would it take for you to sit next to someone your enemy,
Right,
and not mess up the bag? And he said on the song that he ain't want to mess up the bag. Mm-hmm. Is the only reason why he ain't go off on him.
Either one of them did.
Yeah, so we was spot on with that. But I don't know, man. I feel like I really like that joint. I really like that song. I feel like that's what was needed. I think Kendrick might want to ask Chris to put something up for him.
Some bars.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we're gonna talk about that, we can add that. So Kendrick, he's still on the clock, right?
He on the clock, bro. Like,
so how much longer does he have? It's been a week now.
He passed
over
due.
a week.
He's past due. He late. His rent past due. He's late on this. And this is what I'm saying. Anything less than something crazy is gonna be a disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
We waiting this long. Anything less than something crazy is gonna be a disappointment.
So okay, let's circle back to that. So Ross, he's trolling Drake right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's calling on BBL Drizzy. He dropped the video, said Drake. No, it was a picture. He said, Drake, where your yacht at? And then Drake was saying he got like an $88 million house, and Ross got a $35 million house. And I was thinking, like, these guys are fighting about something 99% of their fans cannot relate to.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. You're right about that. And most people can't relate to that. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's okay. I want to see okay, after all of the little trolling back and forth, what happens next? Mm-hmm. Like, what's next?
Everybody drops a collab album.
It's going to be a We Are the World rap remix. It's going to happen next. I don't know.
So, yeah, so Drake, he circling back to what Kendrick, right? So Drake, he drops another song where he's using AI as Tupac and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. That was interesting. Mm-hmm. That was okay. Now I'll give him points for creativity. Mm-hmm. Because I would have never thought to do that. You know what I'm saying? I would have never, like, what was in his mind? I guess because of the whole affiliation to West Coast, but
I think he was just it's called Tailor Made. I think he was just trying to have fun with it. Right now, he's just trying to get Kendrick to come outside.
Get a reaction.
Yeah, and Kendrick's just letting it die down. I think he's letting it die down a little. And then
Drake said, He's like, no, we ain't letting it die down. Nah.
So Drake might actually keep dropping something every few days.
Yeah.
Until Kendrick responds.
I'm not against that. I'm really not against that. But then, wait, plot twist. Someone jumps in.
Oh, Kanye. Yeah, Kanye was on the remix to Like That, and he ended up going at Drake and J. Cole.
Yeah.
My thing is with Kanye, I'm fine with him dissing Drake, but like a year or two ago, wasn't he trying to be Drake's friend again? But now they're not friends again?
But I think that was more politics. Like, I think, what's his name? Jay Prince brought them together and made them piece it up. But they both really didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? It was like OG said, yo, y'all got to piece it up. It's too much money to get, blah, this and that. Mm-hmm. And so they did because of who he was. But that's not what they really wanted. I feel like that's probably what happened.
Kanye just wanted to be with the BS.
Yeah.
And Drake, too, pretty much.
So, that's,
I did like it. I liked this verse.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, J. Cole keeps catching hell right now.
He did it to himself.
He did do it to himself.
He did it to himself.
I agree with that. 100%. He did that to himself.
There's so many memes and oh man.
And I just wonder how J. Cole is gonna bounce back from that. Like, he's a smart guy and he probably can. But it's like, man.
I think he got caught in his emotions, his feelings for whatever reason.
It's like he 100 points down right now, though.
It's like he tried to be on some super spiritual, mature. That's not the arena you're in, bro. Mm-mm. That's not the arena you in.
Hip hop is very immature.
Yes,
it will always be immature.
Like you at
least for a long time.
You can't fight fair in a no holds barred match. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the disappointing part. Cole's smarter than that, man. So I was like trying to figure out, like, is he like setting him up for the okie doke to be like, oh, you know, Cole fell out, and then like the next day, like, psych, drop something crazy.
Yeah,
like
that's what I would have did.
But
I would have acted like I was apologizing, then be like psych, and then I would have sung the diss.
Exactly. That would have been perfect. We need to be his advisors. This is ridiculous.
For real. Because, man. But we'll see what he does. When we hear the fall off, we'll all know. Tekashi 6ix9ine, property seized in Miami. He ain't pay his taxes. So they went and got his cars.
No, not the red, orange, and blue tie-dye Lamborghinis and stuff. Huh?
They got it all.
Oh, man.
But I don't think he's in the States right now. I think he's over in DR.
I mean, at this point with 6ix9ine, I guess he might as well just stay over there. I mean, just stay, dog. Just start a new life over there.
They love him over there.
He might become a politician over there.
He's popular over there for real.
Hey.
All right. Let's get into some news.
Uh-oh.
So there was a robbery out in Chirac at the University of Chicago. And
that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
So
that looked like a movie.
So the story is that there were some students. I think they said like 3 students, right? Mm. They said like 4 guys ran down on them. I think they said.
I think so.
So basically, they're trying to rob the girl for her phone, and she ends up fighting with the dude. She grabs his gun. She takes the magazine out, and I guess tosses it. Yep. The guy runs away. Then comes back to look for his magazine, and then gets in his car and drives off.
That was crazy. You might as well just retire right now as a robber, bro. Like, how do you, first of all, run up on a girl? She's fighting you. You can't even properly rob her. Mm-hmm. She's fighting you because she probably see you and really don't want the smoke. You know what I'm saying? She's fighting him. Then she disarms his magazine. She takes the mag out the gun, throws the mag into the bushes. Like, you clearly see her throwing it into the bushes. Like, who's getting robbed here now?
And then she's just like, listen, buddy, you know how many times I've been to O Block? No, but like, for real, bro, the most ratchet white women that I've ever met, they've all been from Chicago. And it's always been a mother-daughter pair.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Like, I don't think robbing white women in Chicago is a no-go, guys. Don't do it.
Nah, y'all got to go somewhere else with that. I mean, that's terrible. You run up on somebody with a gun and they're like, you're not fooling anybody with that, buddy. Like, golly, like they had to see some stuff to be in that situation.
Their dads probably just taught them how to do that. Because that's crazy, bro. Like you said, that's kind of like something out of a movie.
Hey, shout out to her, though. She
don't take no ish.
You know, hopefully nobody tries her again.
Yeah, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Let her have her phone.
It's the wrong one.
All right, so this was a crazy story. There were some cops. 2 of them were dating, right? This guy was dating the other chick who's also a cop. They end up breaking up, and he puts an air tag on her car to kind of stalk her, then gets in trouble for it, right?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I didn't think that sounded like something from a movie, too. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, man. Like, cops dating each other and stalking each other. That sounds like a Lifetime movie. Like, come on, bro. Like, okay, it's over. Let it be. But now you want to track people?
Yeah, that's wild.
That's doing a little bit way too much.
And then he tried to blame someone else and say, well, he did it too, so should be in trouble, or I should get away because he got away with it.
Yeah, and that was even more of a sucker move. He did it too, so I should get it free.
That's like, come on. That's not how things work, Playboy.
Nah, man. You think that's what Diddy's saying right now?
I don't know what Diddy's doing. We still trying to find out, did he do it?
Oh, man. Everybody be saying that no Diddy stuff. I'm like, dang.
Go for it. Yeah, so right now I think they have a trial coming up. But I feel like why wouldn't he get fired right away for doing something like that? That's crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean anything.
Like you got to wait till the end of the year to find out if you're guilty and still work till then.
Nah, bro, that's. See, it's always a slippery slope in gray areas when you talk about the police, because certain things for some people it'd be like, oh, get them out of here and it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Open and shut case, Johnson. Drop the book on him. But for other people, it's always like we got to investigate for another year why they get paid. Like, what the heck? Like,
yeah, I really don't understand that at all.
Even last week when we talked about the lady who opened the bottle, poured out the alcohol on the guy, and then like, come on, what are we investigating here? We know what she did. We all saw it here on camera.
We can see it.
We can see it
off of her own camera. That was her camera. It's not someone filmed her. That's her own camera.
I don't get it. It's always a different set of rules for certain people. So,
all right. So we got some more news. This comes out of California, West Side.
Yeah.
So we had a flash mob run up in the store. It's called WSS Shoe Store, and they stole 40 grand worth of shoes. And they said they've hit this store like 5 times in the area.
Unfortunately, I think there's going to be a 6th if they stay open.
I mean, if they're making it that easy to get 40 bands up.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's ridiculous. People, I mean, at this point, what are they doing this? It makes me think about this too. And I didn't think about this earlier, but like, are they doing this for insurance reasons?
They could, but I don't think that it's that. I really do think it's really that bad out there.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is, okay, if they're hitting this store, hit the store 5 times in a row, and they didn't change anything to make it more secure, I feel like they just keep writing it off for insurance. Like, we taking losses, we taking losses.
Yeah, and they could do that, but insurance can drop them because of that.
Yeah, because now the rates go up higher. Yeah, that makes sense too, yeah.
So it wouldn't make sense to sit there and do that unless you just want to get the money now and move somewhere else.
Yeah, they might want to move somewhere else.
And they're going to get hit with that tax that California has. They have a tax when you leave the state with your business.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They might have to move to a nicer part of California.
What is it, Beverly Hills?
Somewhere.
Laguna Beach?
They got to get up out of there. And it's crazy because over the past few years, we've been talking about this. Like, all of these different smash and grabs. It used to be the mall and all these different places.
The Gucci store.
What do you think? You know, I haven't been to Cali recently. What do you think the state of California is looking like, man? What's going to happen? It looks like this is.
I think it looks like a trash fire.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what
from the outside looking in.
Yeah, outside looking in, it's not looking too hot right now.
Like I remember like being younger and being like, oh, I would go move to California. It looks so nice on TV. But now it don't look so nice on TV.
I haven't been there in a few years, and I don't think I'm going to be going back anytime soon.
So, I mean, hopefully they get it together. It's going to take a long time, but yeah, work that out, Californians.
All
right, sports. Caitlin Clark, she got first draft pick. She went to the Indiana Fever.
Yeah, man. Caitlin Clark went number 1. I saw Angel Reese, went number 7, and Cardona. Was it Cardona or I always mess up her name. From South Carolina, the center for South Carolina won the championship. That her and Angel Reese are on the same team.
For real?
Cardona, Cabrera, or something like that. One of them. They're on the same team now in the WNBA, which is interesting because they used to always go back and forth, had a little feud in college, so now they're actually on the same team.
Okay, so there's a lot going on with Caitlin Clark. So they want to pay her $330,000 for like, I think they said 4 years, 5 years, something like that, which is more than what they usually get.
Hey, everybody else.
Yeah. And my thing is also Ice Cube tried to offer her $5 million for like 4 years to go join the Big Three, and she turned it down. What do you think of that? Do you think she should have went with the money or went to the WNBA like she did?
I think she should have went with the money, but now I'm reevaluating this. I think she should have went with the money, but I feel like she's looking at it like this. She's got so many endorsements. Everybody wants her on their show. So she's gonna get the money regardless.
Hmm.
I think she just wants to have a competition against the best woman in the world.
I think I do think she made the right choice for legacy.
Yeah,
The money would have been nice, I guess, for her, but
she gonna get it regardless.
I think she would have gotten hurt playing with a bunch of guys anyway.
Yeah, now I think
And she could get hurt where she's going, but
yeah, I think if she played like if you say like this is a special edition of the Big Three, Caitlin Clark tournament or something like that. Whether it's one game or like a series of games, the Caitlin Clark tournament, best out of 4 games or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And not $5 million, but for $1 million or something like that, then I'll be like, okay, like do it. But I think she made the best decision for her overall career because, like you said, one injury she would never play in the WNBA.
yeah, and they're gonna watch her no matter where she goes. This is my only problem with Caitlin Clark, right? It seems somewhat scripted.
Very scripted. Very scripted.
I'm not saying she is very talented. She's very good at basketball. But this is my thing, right? From the beginning of time, from the beginning of America, white people have dominated in a lot of spaces when it comes to family infrastructure, to finances, stuff like that. They've always been at the top, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the one place we've always beat them, one of the places that we've always beat them at is on the field, playing sports.
Sports and entertainment.
Yeah. So you're telling me this white woman, she's from Iowa, you're telling me she's better than everybody in the country she's playing against. She's playing against black women who are from New York, from Houston, from Chicago, and she's just dominating everybody. No one can hold her.
This is my question. This is my question to someone who says that. How many championships you won?
Zero.
So I'm with you on that. And this is not any dig on race or anything like that. So I don't want nobody to.
I mean, it kind of is.
Well,
I don't mean it like that, guys.
Take it the wrong way. But my thing is this: I don't blame Caitlin Clark. I blame the media.
Yeah.
Because the media says on any time that there's anything that has to do with women's basketball, they say Caitlin Clark is the greatest college basketball player, woman basketball player ever, and she's done this and she's done that, but she's won no championships.
Right.
And so you're taking away from all of the champions who've dominated the sport over and over again, won multiple championships. You're saying she's greater than all of them. Mm-hmm. That's not fair to her. That's not fair to Caitlin to put that on her because that's not true. And that's not fair to everybody who came before her and is still, hooping or whatever, who's won these championships. Like, it's been such a huge bias on anything that you watch. Anytime you watch a game, everything is about Caitlin Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's about Caitlin Clark. And it don't take one player don't win championships.
Mm-mm. And like
unless you Jordan.
I agree with what you said. I hope she gets her money up. I hope she gets the endorsement. I hope she gets her own shoe. All that stuff. That's fine. I'm completely okay with that. Even change the WNBA so everybody starts making millions. So they get the NBA deal, like how NBA gets 50% of the revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Do that for the WNBA too. I hope she does that. But my thing is, bro, there is no way that you're gonna sit here and be like she can just dominate against all these black people. And nobody's even like pushing her. No one's checking her. No one's fouling her. Nothing. They're just handing over the keys.
If you breathe on Caitlin Clark, you get fouled. you get called for a foul. And that's the thing. And that's what I've been telling people off camera. I've been saying, watch these games. Anybody, any team who has players that D her up and they're D'ing her up too much in the first half or first 2 quarters or whatever, after that, they start calling fouls on them so they'll back off so she can easily get to the hoop. That's what's been happening the whole time. But nobody's want to talk about that. So that's the crazy thing. Like, again, I blame the media because they're trying to, set the narratives a certain way for her.
Yeah.
And not just for her, for a lot of different things. There's like a lot of narratives being set to be focused on a certain way. I mean, even not to get off topic, but even look at the whole Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia thing, right? And that was a circus in itself. Cause I feel like that was kind of rigged. I'm not even a Devin Haney fan, so I don't want to seem biased. I watch Tank, but they say Ryan is so great, but he got a mental breakdown and all this stuff. That was all distractions. There wasn't nothing wrong with Ryan.
Yeah, right.
There wasn't nothing wrong with Ryan, except for the fact that he comes to a press conference saying, "Oh, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus." Then he start cussing out the guy, and I'm like, "What? Like you just said, thank you, Jesus. I'm so thankful for Jesus and all this, and then you just start saying." SMD and all this stuff, screaming at the press conference. Like, what the heck?
And then when he got pushed, and you say he identifies as a woman or something like that.
Yo, this is wild.
So it is a whole circus.
Then last night, him beating Devin Haney.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Devin Haney looked like he didn't even want to be there. He got knocked down 3 times.
So it looks like the fight was kind of.
It looked like it was fixed, being honest.
And everybody bet on Devin.
Yeah, and that's what Vegas does.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever everybody bet on one player on one side, they make the other side win, unless you the Super Bowl with Taylor Swift. But you know what I'm saying? So that's usually how it goes. But just entertainment, sports in general, is more entertainment, and everything is bought. It seems like these days, and it's not naturally happening. Look at when a fight naturally happened. What happened to Ryan when he fought Tank? Don't nobody want to talk about that,
Right.
because that was a real fight.
Yep. All right. So we had the Nuggets. They beat the Lakers for the 9th time.
Yeah, they getting whooped, boy. If I had to choose, like based on who I want to win, I want the Lakers to win because I want to see LeBron do good. But the Nuggets is just a better team, and they ain't really got nobody to do nothing with Joker. So,
yep. All right. We had Jonte Porter banned from the Toronto Raptors for gambling. He was even gambling on the Raptors to lose.
Hey,
He said, I'm about to throw this game.
Y'all saw those commercials for Prize Picks?
He told all his friends, bet on the other team because I'm going to hurt myself tonight.
Hey, go ahead, Prize Picks, and pick the other team tonight.
That's so wild.
Pick the other players, anybody, put them up.
And I didn't know who he was before this, but I think they said if he would have stayed healthy and kept playing, he would have got like a $2 million deal playing with the Toronto.
Yeah, he was stupid for that, man. I wonder, how did he get caught?
I don't know.
Being stupid.
Probably social media, but I really don't know.
Somebody was making too much money off these bets. They started talking. How he get the money? Oh, he told me.
Probably something like that,
when we
right?
play against Giannis gonna have more than 20. I'm gonna let off him. I ain't gonna guard him too much.
Yeah.
Make sure he get 20 tonight.
All right. So we got a question, and they want to know: is Patrick Mahomes more influential to football, or is Steph Curry more influential to basketball?
That's an obvious answer.
Mm-hmm.
Chef Curry.
Yep.
Patty Mahomes just be skating by.
I mean, he won two championships.
3. I think 3.
2 in a row.
Oh yeah, 2 in a row. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
but I don't see people like copying him. Like
No.
I see them doing stuff.
I don't see Pat Mahomes as influential at all. Honestly, I think he's just a solid quarterback. Andy Reid calls some great plays, and they have great chemistry, and they have a good team, and they got Taylor Swift. So, I think
don't get us in trouble with Taylor. You heard what Drake said. She's the biggest gangster in music.
Oh no, this ain't no dig at Taylor. I'm just big ups to Taylor. Taylor,
all right. Yeah.
We Swifties.
We love you over here.
We Swifties.
We definitely Swifties.
Sure, let me get that one right. We Swifties over here. Go get the new album, by the way, too.
Right.
But when it comes to Steph, I think Steph is a Taylor fan too, and I just think when you see the way people play basketball, everybody played. The whole game shifted. Nobody really throws the ball into the center and back them down like Shaq no more and dunking on people. Like it's all 3-pointers.
They adjusted. Like when you watch it now, you just see 3 after 3 after 3, and it's not just one person. It used to be back in the day, one person was a shooter like
Ray
that.
Allen, Reggie Miller, Larry Bird,
Kobe, all that. Now it's like the whole team can do it.
Yeah. Speaking of that though, what do you think? Well, we'll wait. I'll wait and throw that in there. What you got next?
The 2024 Olympics, they chose their basketball team. I don't know all the names, but I do know Steph got picked.
Yeah, they have chose. I think it's LeBron. I saw, and I know there's more, but I know there's Edwards from Minnesota, Kawhi Leonard, I believe, LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Steph were the five that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the five that I had memorized. If they filled out the rest of the team, the reserves, I don't remember who they are. I had to look them up. But the controversy around that was Kyrie got left off. Kyrie got left off, and what's his name from New York? Kyrie and the point guard Brunson from New York got left out that list. I think they got. I don't know, man. I feel like they could have definitely used both of them, at least one of them.
Right. I mean, it seemed like they got a solid team. They made their choices, but
if they lose, they should have had at least Brunson on there. I'm just saying.
Right. All right. Ready for the fun topic?
Yes, sir.
So we got 4 artists, and you can only pick one. Everyone else gets to lead it.
Uh-oh.
We got Eminem, we got Snoop Dogg, we got Nas, we got Jay-Z.
We only could pick one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is tough. Well, for me, it's easy to narrow it down to 2. For me, it's either Nas or Jay. And I'm going to have to pick Nas.
You gonna pick Nas?
I'm pick Nas.
Yeah, so it's kind of the same. I love Snoop Dogg's music, love Nas's music, but I just feel like Jay is like the best rapper to me. So I'm gonna pick Jay on that one.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. I think for me, Nas, to me, if we talking about like rhyme patterns and technique, I would say Jay. But when we talking about strictly lyrics, I pick Nas.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Nas definitely is the best rapper, but I just like Jay-Z's songs more.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Mm. Anything else?
No, man, I forgot what I was gonna say. You know, you had great ideas, bing, and then that joint is gone. Nah, I'm good, man. I one thing I want to say is I'm looking forward to the playoffs. I know the playoffs have started for the NBA. You know, I normally don't really watch it until it get closer to the finals and stuff like that. But I hope something exciting happens. I hope maybe Bron catch a miracle and they get past the Denver Nuggets and he can get him another ring. Wishful thinking. I don't think it's gonna happen. But I just hope we get some excitement, some positivity, some positive energy, some things going like that, because there's so many negative things happening in the world. You need something to brighten things up.
Yeah, I just hope it doesn't feel scripted like it usually does.
Usually, yeah. Most times it is usually scripted.
But yeah, guys, if you made it to the end, we want to thank you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you want to hear more vlogs, check out my channel. You want to hear more music and blogs, check out Slyce's channel. I'm Canary Valens.
Slyce.
Peace.